What's up, guys? It's Mitch or Deity. I've just woken up to a new balance patch. I'm actually excited, okay? 12 heroes, 3 artifacts. I don't know what's in here at all. I have not looked at anything. We are going straight in. So, our two... Oh my god, that's a lot of Moonlight characters. We got 6. Martial Artist, Kinfall, Spirit Eye, Sylvan, Dragon King. Alright, 5. Bad math. Litica, Kayron, Seaside Bellona's getting a buff. 5-star character, Let. Who the hell is Let? Okay, Destination? Who is letting Destination? Let in the world, Landy, Watch a Tree. They just added some characters for fun, I guess, for this one. Let and Destination. Okay. Then Reingar, Special Drink, Wall of Order, and Fairy Tale. All limited artifacts. Didn't we just have a limited rate up, like, multi-banner? Why are they changing it now? That's really scummy. Okay, going into this, we're going to look at Martial Artist Ken first. All right, so we have the knockout before attack, 100% chance to provoke for 1 turn. That's a skill 1. And then now the skill 1 always crits. It's kind of nice, actually. And then increased damage dealt on the soul burn. So it just always crits now, and it just deals extra damage. The soul burn damage is more, so it just hits harder. It's not bad. And then the skill 3 is going to be attacks the enemy with a kick and penetrate, so targets defense by 50%. Get an extra 10%. Okay, get an extra 10% on Dragon Flame, which is counterattack when you get hit. Okay, or crit. Okay, not terrible. ML Ken, a little buff to him overall. Fallen Cecilia, this one's a big deal. So, Fallen Cecilia, they changed the Soul Burn to ignore effect res on the provoke. Right? Inflict damage for 1 turn, damage shall increase proportional to the caster's health. Okay. Then decrease additional damage and fixed damage received by allies from the hero by 50%. That's insane. She's actually a tank. Wow, they didn't make her a cleave unit. She's actually a tank. That's amazing. When more than 1 damage reduction effect is granted, only the strongest is applied. Decrease additional damage and fixed damage. That's actually wild. Additional damage reduction. So this is what we needed for the Rocket Punch meta like 10 years ago. That's actually huge. I like that. That could change the meta a lot. Getting, especially Ban Protect still forced onto us. We have to play with Ban Protect. Kind of a big deal. I like that. So Fallen Cecilia, that's a great buff. Now, only one. Okay, I don't know what the change is between the two. I don't know. See by heroes, see by allies. Okay, I don't know what's different between the two. It looks like the exact same wording. You just, at the start of the turn, grants a barrier to all allies. Oh, battle. So it's the same. It's protection set for your characters at the start of battle for free from the passive. And the last one, dispels all buffs for transferring all debuffs inflicted on the caster. Is that to everyone? Holy cow, wait, Fallen Cecilia is 6. So she has like 6 debuffs, she has 3. She can move all the debuffs back to the opponent. But you can't transfer the debuffs without effectiveness. So that's a little weird. So I guess you just build her full HP with effectiveness instead of effect res. You can't ignore effect res though on skill 1 for a Tensile Soul Burn, guaranteed provoke. I don't know, that's kind of crazy. If it AoE sends back all debuffs, what are you sending back, though? Because if she's stunned, you can't use it. If you're slept, you can't use it. Defense breaks? You can't use it if you're silenced. What debuffs are you actually sending back with us? It sounds really good, but I'm not sure if you'll actually get to send debuffs back very consistently. Curious what you think of that. I think this passive is wild. It makes her ML Illinois level potentially, just from the passive. I think ML now still might be a little better. I don't know. She seems really good. I like it. I'm curious what you guys think. Fallen Cecilia probably already the winner of the patch. But now let's go to Spirit Eye Celine. It's not triggered by a dual attack, and the caster has a buff, uses Nimble Sword instead. So it's guaranteed Nimble Sword. You get guaranteed increased attack, swiftly attacks, and you get healing from it. So it just makes it to where it's not a 50% chance of using Nimble Sword instead of Mighty Strike. But it was already that anyway, with the chance doubled. So, not really sure here. And then opens the gate, dispels all debuffs from all eyes. She's actually a cleanser now. Spirit Eye Celine, that's kind of really nice. So I feel like some people aren't gonna like or like think a big deal of it, but Spirit Eye Celine is now an AOE cleanser for your team, and she gives herself attack buff before hitting, which is amazing. I like that. After granting increased attack swiftly, yeah. And it always procs. It's no 50-50 on it as well. Pretty good. So her skill 1 is always going to be Okay. All right. As long as it's not a dual attack, that's pretty good. I don't know. That's just, I mean, having a damage dealer cleanser that's also revive. I mean, I like that kit a lot. I feel like that could be used for a ton of different things. All right. Now, Sylvan Sage Vivian. This one's a big deal because she gets a skin. Sylvan Sage Vivian attacks the enemy with mana for increased cover radius of the caster by 15%. So she gets more CR boost now and increased attack by 20%. Already there. On the caster turn, when focus full activates the same skill as an extra attack. Huh? That seems insane. Wait, she'll hit twice now? When the focus is full? If her focus is full, she goes nuclear. So you have to hit her. Now she becomes a thing that even if you can't one-shot her, you need to hit her to get some of that focus off, because she'll gain the focus back. So if she's at 4 focus and uses a skill, she would go to 5 and it would go again. So as long as she's at 4 focus at the beginning of turn, she's getting double hit for a lot of damage. Not bad. Okay. That's a cool S1. Yeah, and it's all in a caster's turn, so don't think you build some counter set nonsense or whatever, or dual attack with her. She's not getting double hit on that, but kind of nice, and it just keeps everything. It just gets an extra hit. These are all pretty good buffs so far. I'm impressed. And we have the big patch coming tonight. Actually, that's a big deal. I'm excited. I have a thing set on my phone, so I don't. I'm going to be there right when it drops. Okay, so at the start of the first battle, fully recovers focus, and then the only thing, Insight only applies to PvP. Insight applies to heroes only. Okay. What does that change? My brain's not braining enough to know what that changed. Like I said, I just woke up and pulled this up. That's how I always do these, because it's funny. And then I can look back and see how dumb my first thought was. Okay, next up. Attacks all enemies by bringing forth the power of nature before decreasing skill cooldowns while allies by 1 turn. Wait, what? She has a reduction? Eller Crow, Laya reduction? Not bad. Every buff is pretty good. I don't know about complete game changer. Falls Cecilia is super tank now, but everything's just made the character quite a bit better. ML Ken, this is whatever. I don't see his being a big deal, but the full cleanse on Spirit Eye Celine, that right there, the double hit plus the reducing skill cooldowns. I mean, Last Rider, Kraus, Sylvan Sage plus Elias sounds insane. It'd be fun. That's cool. Okay, Dragon King Shrewn, one of my favorite characters in the game. I love how she plays. So at the start of turn, dispels all debuffs. At the end of someone's turn, when an ally is inflicted with a debuff which prevents movement, dispels all debuffs which prevent movement before increased cover radius by 40%. So it's not just at her turn it'll cleanse, it's at the end of anyone's turn. Dispels all debuffs which prevent movement. And is that on just her or everybody? I'd assume that's on everyone. So now she just cleanses. She doesn't have to get her turn to cleanse everybody else, which is insane. And they doubled, almost, no, not double, but a big increase in the fixed damage. So Cascade overall, there's other characters with Cascade. Cascade does 4K fixed now for everyone? Or just her? Curious. Not bad. And the higher increase, I mean, that's good. I always liked ML Shrewn. I think she is very underrated and more people could utilize her, especially if you're newer getting into the game. Not even just with Deity the Ray. She can set you up for a cleave if your opponent's picking out tanks. She's going to defense break them. The class debuff on Shrewn, I'm a big fan of. Okay, so now the next one. Inflict cannot buff. Unbuffable? I don't know what that... Holy cow. Okay, so inflicts cannot buff, and they changed her class so she'll have a little bit different skill or stat orientation. 100% chance to inflict cannot buff. Does it mean class debuff? I'm really confused. Dragon Loba, it's going to rain cover resist, calculation and change coveriness. Cascade. They didn't even say anything about inflict cannot buff. So class debuff was better than unbuffable. Let me know. Someone explain this to me in the comments. I'm very curious because other people will be as well and then read comments. I don't know on that. All right, so Litica. Fire Litica is getting a buff. My favorite character in the game. But attacks enemy 80% chance to inflict 2 bleeds effects. So she's a bleed character now for some reason. Damage dealt decreased. It's a bleed detonator. Okay, it's kind of fun, I guess. Attacks enemy with sword 80% chance to inflict 2 bleeds. At the end of turn, detonates bleed effects. Okay. And it's 2-turn bleed effects, so you get more proc out of it. And Thornbush inflicts resource depletion on all enemies by 60% before attacking. Kind of nice. Fire Litica sucks because every good opening character is blue. I mean, we went through Rand, Payra, all those meta, and it just made it to where Litica was basically, you're not going to pick her. She has good high base speed, but not as high as the blue characters, and she's at elemental disadvantage to the blue characters. So Litica was just pointless, and I hated that. I mean, I've used her. I've tried to make her work a lot, but I don't know. Litica is kind of cool. Inflicts the resource depletion is cool. Decreasing buff duration by 1 turn and inflicting bind Wait, that's a big buff to the skill too. I'm gonna try her. I mean, I already have her built. Mullen, again, favorite character. Why not? For each target, increase camera radius to target with 25. Oh, so she also can get additional turn again. That's a huge boost on the skill too. I like that a lot. Sorry about my nose. I'm allergies, I guess. It's been really. Oh my gosh, it's beautiful outside. I just checked the weather. I might go play some golf today. We'll see. I don't know if I'll have time. Attacks enemy with a whip, inflicting decreased defense for 2 turns, so 4 decreased camera radius by 100%. Grants skill nullifier once to all allies. Get skill nullifier to everyone instead of just. Not bad. It was just herself before, I believe. Was it even just herself? Very similar to Faithless Litica in terms of the AoE and decreased defense on a skill 3. It doesn't give the other debuffs though. And it doesn't strip. It doesn't strip anymore. Because before it would 1 turn reduction. And this is just inflicting decreased defense for 2 turns. Skill nullifier to all allies. When the target is inflicted with bind. So if you S2, S3, I don't know, she's kind of fun. I don't mind that. I don't think she'll be playable. She never is. I mean, you could try to use her and make her work sometimes, but you could do that with literally any character in the game. You beat somebody with Xeno if your draft outperforms them. And that's usually where these extra characters come in, is if you already won the draft, you can play 79% of the characters in the game in that last slot and still win, and then you pretend that the character was usable. That's what a lot of people do. Every time they're like, oh, this character's actually good. It's like, no, your other characters carried that fight. And it made it to where that character was able to win a game. It wasn't that character. Is the reason. All right. In the spawn suggestion, okay, so they just changed your EEs. That's kind of cool. Oh, okay. 1 turn additional reduction there. So I guess because of skill 2 reducing, that's why the skill 3 doesn't need to reduce anymore, because you're supposed to get an additional turn. And it's per target, right? For each target. Yeah, you don't have to hit on the skill. So if you S2, S3, you're just getting the turn anyway. I like that. My favorite character is getting buffed this patch. Cool. I will take that all day. All right, Kayron. Kayron, increase evasion when the caster receives lethal damage, grants immortality, increase evasion for 2 turns. That's better, but not really. What's the 2-turn change? Going to be activated once every 6 turns. You don't get 2-turn immortality though, so you're going to be at 1 HP if you don't extend your immortality. So what's the point of increasing that? Very confused. Okay, and the Paco's before absorbing. Oh, it's because he heals himself. Ah, I see. Kayron now heals himself with a skill 3, so he'll get back to max HP. Decent Kayron buff. Not bad. All right, the skill 3 does that. And then now, he's crit chance imprint too. Kayron could be built nuclear now. The extra attack to crit chance, that's a big stat difference. So your Kayrons could be just crackhead now. That's pretty cool. I mean, I have triple S Kayron. I'm every single one of these buffs is pretty good. On first look, they're probably even better than I'm originally seeing too. That's really exciting. Okay. So Seaside Bologna, for every surviving ally, decrease damage suffered by 10%. That's really good. And because it doesn't transfer damage anymore, she just takes less damage. So you're going to get 30% less damage without moving it to another character. Big already. When more than 1 damage reduction affects, you're going to only strong supplied. When an ally is attacked, same focus. 75% chance to decrease defense, though. Hey, more consistent. That's pretty good. Hey, even for PvE, that's amazing. All right, now all enemies dispelling all buffs. Dude, they added all these damage dealers. This is something I like a lot. Every one of these damage dealers, they added like an additional strip or a cleanse. That's huge. Give me 1 second here. All of that's really good. My nose is running like crazy. I'm sorry, I don't want to edit this video. I'm not gonna lie. All right, so Let. Who is Let? Let's see. Attacks enemy sword before increasing speed of the caster 1 turn after attacking. The target's omen is 3. Consumes all Call of the Abyss. Is Lethy? Okay, so Let is Lethy. Okay. For increased cover readiness, cannot trigger a critical hit. Damage dealt decreased proportional to caster's max health. Call of the Abyss calls forth. So what changed here? When enemy is defeated, inflicts fixation, recovers health of all allies instead of just herself for increasing cover readiness caster by 50. So she just cycles faster. Cannot trigger amount recovered damage. Dealt increased proportional to maxer's max health, so she'll heal more. And then did Lethy always heal her allies? I guess she did. Yeah, okay. I just only noticed the heal on her because everyone's hard focused her until she was dead. All right, so Destination, I'm going to guess is Destina. Attack enemy with the staff, yeah. Okay, so Destina buff. So what I tell you guys to get from Select to Summon, now she gets a buff. Is it even more with it? Let's see. Increased healing, Soulburn healing increase, grants Spirit's Blessing to the caster for 3 turns. So that's extra effect res. That's what she starts with, right? Yeah. Yeah, so she has an additional turn of extra effect. That's not bad. Revives all dead allies to 30% health, so you get extra health. Grants Spirit's Blessing. Okay, so it's just a better revive. And it's a faster cooldown, too. That's big, the extra cooldown. Nestina potentially back in the meta. Not bad. Okay, next up, we got Landy. This is an increased damage and grants stealth. Oh, she gives herself stealth. What's the point of giving stealth? So you can build Landy not on Guiding Light. But that's only the start of battle. She gets stealth. First turn stealth. Past that, you would need Guiding Light. Because Landy's always been a Guiding Light character or a Bloodstone. Generally, those are the only two artifacts. Still, I mean, stealth for one turn. If you're already in Guiding Light, I don't get it. What was the point? Now you build her not on Guiding Light, but after turn one, if you don't win, you lose. Because she dies instantly because she's a ranger with no HP. Curious on that. Let me know. I'm going to the next one. Watch a Shuri, the only 4-star, is going to be, 100% defense pen instead of 80 now. That's nice. That makes PvE easier too. Hey, Watch a Shuri is going to be even better for one-shotting. I mean, one-shotting all bosses. I mean, he's element neutral. You can bring him into whatever. Kind of nice. Attack saving with the main bullet. Increase hit chance by 50% when using the skill. That's pretty good too. Oh, Ass Flan. What is that? That puts you at a 50-50? Not bad though. At least you have 50-50 chance to hit Ass Flan on that and any other future evasion character. Not bad. Every one of these buffs is really good. And then this increase that chance of finishing shot by 50%. Oh, you can change it to 100. Increases hit chance, yeah. So you can get an extra Ass Flame counter. Hey, that ain't bad. Everything in this patch was good. Is there any complaints about any character? Even the bad characters that they're trying to buff, they were good buffs. I just don't see them working. Pretty cool. All right, Rengar Special Drink does more additional damage, which gets halved by Fallen Cecilia or whatever now. Cool. And then Wall of Order. For each buff granted to an enemy, 6% chance to grant Gab. Okay, at the end of turn. Oh, okay. So now we don't... Oh, are you guys... I'm so glad we have infinite Guiding Lights because now we have a better Guiding Light. We should have all been pulling Wall of Orders this whole time. Now we have all these Guiding Lights that we wish we would have had this instead. Tough. Dude, come on. They made an artifact for something for 4 years that we've been pulling on 5 years, whatever. 5 years probably. And they gave us a better version of something that was already out the whole time. We could have been pulling that for this moment when I have 8 or 9 Guiding Lights and multiple max. I have 2 Wall of Orders, 0 of them max, I believe. And this is best in slot now on a lot of characters. Up to 100% chance to grant stealth if it's maxed. That's better than Guiding Light. Jeez. How mad are we about this? I'm kind of upset. I wish I had all my Guiding Lights were now Wall of Orders. Because it's just better in every way. Yeah, in every way it's better. It's just you don't start the match with stealth, actually. Okay, that's a trade-off. I see now. You don't start the match with stealth. That's why Landy starts first turn. But hey, new best in slot artifact for Landy and her damage increase. Maybe usable. All right, Fairy Tale for a Nightmare. After an extra attack, counterattack, or dual attack, 40-80% chance to spell. Hey, it goes up to 80 now. But it starts at 40, so it's worse for you. And it does additional fixed damage. So that's one funny thing. They're going to start raising all the additional fixed damage of all artifacts and stuff because Fallen Cecilia. So they're going to probably release something in the next little bit that's a crazy fixed damage thing to try to force Fallen Cecilia. And Fallen Cecilia will probably be on Mystic Banner next week. It's funny. Okay, well, that is it. Tonight, that's a dang good patch. Let me know what you guys think of that. I think every single character is good, even the characters that I still don't think are usable. That's fun. I'll use Litica. I mean, I'll try her. I mean, at least use her in Arena. It's not good for Guild Wars because you need 4 targets. But even the PvE, almost every one of these, they're PvP updates that actually will affect PvE too, which is kind of crazy. So that's cool. We have the Epic 7 Origins, the update thing tonight. Super excited for that. We've been waiting for this. This is the chance for the game to revive. Otherwise, we got 3-year restart and stuff coming out. I'm actually doing stuff with that right now. I got raid. I don't care, but I do care because I would love Epic 7 to be back and exciting. But this is a good start. This is a good start to the day. I just really hope tonight I'm as excited about the game as a good balance match. Let's see what the first note is. Give it Smilegate. We flame them for being bad at balance, so they say F it. We'll just make funny buffs. At least buffs are fun. Yeah, I mean, okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, yeah, I mean, that was a good comment there. Okay, that's a good sign. But thank you guys for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Peace out.